What about this one, Mason?
Yes.
This is from David. Dracula Untold versus Tom Cruise Mummy. 2 classic horror movie icons.
The matchup we were always meant to see, but we never did.
That's true.
Damn.
So presumably Tom Cruise is the mummy?
Yeah.
Kiss a man to death?
What abilities did he have? He could kiss a person to death, but can he kiss a man who's already undead to death?
Do you think Tom Cruise would kiss a man or would be too afraid? Like you would worry about the public perception of him?
Oh, that's a really good question.
I mean, technically it's not Tom Cruise, it's...
I was going to say Jack Reacher, but it's
I have
probably...
no idea. I was going to say Carter Pentecost, but I don't know.
No,
Let me check just quickly.
Okay, cool. Chad Boxcutter, I think is his name.
Nick Morton.
Oh, not bad. All right. Okay.
And
Dracula's Dracula.
Dracula can turn into a fist of bats.
That's true.
They're both immortal-ish.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's a day game, it's over, isn't it? But then again...
Yeah.
The Dracula can go into the sun because he does at the end of the movie.
Yeah, and that's peak Dracula.
I mean, also, that's like, is he not as strong? Because the Bram Stoker one could do that as well.
That's true, yeah.
What does this mean, Mason?
What does it mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Dracula's good with swords.
Yep.
Tom Cruise is good with
being full of sand, probably.
Yeah. But could you kill Tom Cruise with a sword in real life, even?
Real Tom Cruise, no, absolutely not.
It'd absorb it like the T-1000.
So, yeah. Okay, let's say you got a big sword, and you chop Tom Cruise as the mummy. What happens?
I don't know.
We don't know. We'll have to fill in some
He
blanks.
can also bring people back from the dead.
But who's he going to bring back from the dead? The guy from New Girl again? Unlikely.
He already did that.
He's not doing it again. Whatever that guy's name is, probably not Jake Johnson.
These are bad movies.
Yeah.
And I don't understand.
Oh, yeah.
Especially the Tom Cruise one, because I have no idea. He's got a big chompy mouth.
He could summon some birds. I'm assuming he's got all the powers that the mummy...
Yeah. But the
did,
Dracula
like the lady,
can summon
the mummy.
like a bat or turn into bats.
He can
also.
summon... Oh, okay.
And he can fly.
That's true. Okay, well, obviously we're going to have some birds fighting some bats up in the sky.
Yeah.
Because they've summoned that. So there's
and
a
while
bird
that's happening, they're kissing.
Yes, there's some bird-bat situation going on up here. Yeah.
But can Dracula summon bats or does he only turn into bats?
I think he can do both.
Yeah, he's a Dracula.
He's a Dracula. I mean, the traditional powers of a Dracula is you can do that. You can change the weather as well. So I think maybe that would not...
Well, the mummy can roll in a sandstorm.
Yeah,
but to what end?
Well, to get rid of the... Yeah.
The bats?
To get rid of the bats, sure.
Probably would work.
But I guess it being daytime or nighttime is largely irrelevant.
Yeah.
If you can change the weather and bring in
I didn't know Dracula could change.
He can change the weather.
I didn't know that.
He's very vague.
Yeah.
His abilities are quite vague.
This new one can change the... Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Probably. Maybe that's how he's doing. Maybe that's how he's hanging out in the daytime.
Yeah, that's true.
He's a bit overcast.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I mean, that last scene did look quite dreary. So maybe that's what he's doing.
I think that was just your mood.
Yeah, maybe.
Remember we could have interviewed the cast from Dracula Untold?
Oh my god, we could have. Oh my god.
We'd still be talking about it. I guess we still talk about it regardless.
We'd still be dining out on it. It'd be amazing.
I hate this one.
Okay, well, who wins then? You've got to determine...
Dracula, because I like it slightly more.
Yeah, or the same. Yeah.
But that's only a personal preference.
Yeah, look, I imagine Dracula would just chop him into pieces and then put the pieces.
Yeah.
So, arrange them. Make a sandcastle out of him.
Yeah, that's nice. Is he filled with sand?
I don't know.
We'll never know.
We'll never know because we don't know what he ultimately turned into.
Does Tom Cruise have Russell Crowe?
Yes. And he's drunk. And he's spoiling for a fist fight. But it's not Dr. Jekyll, it's just regular Russell Crowe.
That's more dangerous, I think.
Yeah. But even if it was Dr. Jekyll...
He's got that thing.
He's just slightly stronger.
And slightly green?
Yeah. I mean, you're going to fight a Dracula with that?
The original Dr. Jekyll had like a drink.
Yeah.
This new guy's got like a canister that you got to load like 8 cylinders in. And
yeah, it was ridiculous. It's a bad idea.
Yeah.
You'd put it on a belt that's under your shirt or whatever and you just push a button.
Which I think probably we should have gone like Gary Oldman, Dracula versus Armand Vosloo.
The mummy. Yeah, right,
okay. I'd probably be able to handle that.
Well, we can do that now.
I can't. They're both. Armand Vosloo is filled with sand, it would seem, and beetles.
Yeah, sand and beetles.
Scarabs
That's true.
and stuff.
You can unhinge his jaw like a snake.
Gary Oldman is a warrior. Obviously, they're both
apparently
warriors in a way.
I did not know this, but apparently that version, that Bram Stoker's Dracula, it has no
It's all practical.
Yeah, there's no
Yes.
special effects that could not have been achieved at
entirely
the time
in
when they were
camera.
making like old Dracula movies. That's amazing.
It's a shame it's not a better movie.
Yeah, it's true. But apparently a lot of people these days complain, the CGI in that movie is so bad.
Oh,
kind of
really?
thing. Yeah, they're like, oh my God, that's the problem with that movie is the CGI so bad. And like there wasn't any.
Yeah.
So, you know.
There's definitely some good stuff in that movie, like on the whole.
Mm.
And I love that Simpsons episode with the Mr. Burns has got that haircut. And everything. I love that. Anyway, the Dracula.
We're going with the Dracula. Yeah. I think a Dracula wins in most situations, you know, unless there's very specific circumstances.
But also, you need like a weird specific curse in a book. Yeah, Dracula's probably got that book in his castle.
Oh yeah.
But he doesn't have it on him.
No. Oh, to unmummify the mummy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But he could
right.
probably fly back and get it.
He'd probably get some bats to get it for him.
Yeah, that's true. So it's just, are they just waiting for various books
And they
to arrive?
keep bringing different books, and he'd be like, "Come on."
Is the mummy summoning books?
Yeah.
As well? Dracula books?
Not the Country Women's Associated Mum's Cookbook. That's not what I wanted. I want the Mummy book. Oh,
The Book of the Dead.
Not the Mummy Blogger's book. No. You keep bringing me the wrong book, bats. You silly bats.
What's the next one? that
Let
you've got?
me find one. Here we go. Oh, okay. Look, Richard Kirk has suggested. Again, one of them not horror, but I guess it depends on whether you think being left home alone is a horrifying experience.
Oh, yeah, sure.
The Jigsaw Killer versus Kevin McAllister.
Oh, we're back here again.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. Have we discussed Jigsaw versus Kevin McAllister before?
I think maybe there's a fan theory that they're the same person.
Yeah, right.
They're both. I mean, the Jigsaw Killer would have been following him for months, like knowing what he's afraid of and his ins and outs, and he's like, you don't respect your family, so now you gotta.
But you're proposing prior knowledge of either of them.
They both, because whenever the Jigsaw Killer comes at somebody,
they've just arrived. Okay.
Oh yeah.
So so I think we have to decide: have they just arrived at the opposite corners of the football field, and they have what they have on them?
One's got a slingshot,
Yeah.
and one's got a gun. and a
If
knife.
anybody's likely to have like a backpack full of deadly weapons, it's probably McAllister. If I'm honest with you.
That's true. Yeah.
But that's the thing. If it's prior knowledge, then I imagine they've been watching each other.
Yes.
You know.
Because when we did Kevin versus the Predator,
Yes.
it was home ground advantage of Kevin,
Yeah.
but he doesn't have that in this situation.
Nobody has home ground advantage.
And Jigsaw's just a man riddled with cancer.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
But he still cuts people's throats in that. Like there's examples
That
of that.
is true. Yeah.
He will go straight for the kill.
And this is peak Jigsaw Killer when he's in the prime of his
Killing.
yeah
Riddled with cancer.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So riddled with the most or the least?
Whatever he had in one.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Whatever he had in one, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't think technically McAllister is a killer.
Yeah, I think so. You're right.
But
yeah.
Jigsaw
Definitely is.
I mean, I know the stuff that he does would kill a person in his house.
Yeah.
But if he's in a football field with just like his slingshot and
Yeah.
his BB gun or whatever, he's only using those to like bother and
That's
hold
true,
at
yeah.
bay.
Mhm.
He wouldn't actually stab Jigsaw, I assume.
You would you would hope not. This
I don't
would,
know
if,
that.
if the answer there is yes, this would be one of our grisliest matchups ever. I
Yeah.
feel.
So I think it's Jigsaw.
I think it might
I mean,
be-
there's a moment where in the first one I remember I haven't seen them all, but he's
Yeah.
cornered by cops and he cuts one of their throats.
Yeah. And if Jigsaw perceives Kevin McAllister as a threat, even though he's just a little kid, he's going to kill him. Yeah.
Exactly. But I
Yeah.
think he'd make one hell of a trap for Kevin McAllister about
yeah.
not respecting his family, and he has to dig respect out of one of his family members / a key.
Sure. Yeah. It's a key with respect written
Let's
on
give
it.
it respect written on
Yeah,
it.